Rami Salaam L series part 2. Okay. This is coming from an email, Brother Rami Salaam L. Actually, I'm sorry. Grand Sheik Brother Rami Salaam L. The I.A.H.T Temple in Oakland, California. He sent me some questions last month, and I finally have time and space to answer those for him. So here we go. Okay. First question. How did you come to know about Noble Drew Ali? 2007, I was working in Arizona for a property management company, Fortune 500 property management company. They put out the word, we're about to shut down this office and combine 2 offices into 1. Okay? So you have a choice. This one's getting shut down. You have a choice. You can take the severance package and have a nice life, or you can move with your work to this new office in Augusta, Georgia. I never heard of Augusta, Georgia. So, it was funny. They made this announcement in July, and I had just moved in June. I hadn't even unpacked. So I'm like, I'll go. I'm still packed. October comes, I move out to Georgia. Okay? I worked there for a year. And a brother from Georgia that I met in Arizona when I was visiting my sister a year later said, oh, I'm going to come chill with you next time I'm in Georgia. He did it. He does it. He keeps his word. He comes and chills with me next time he's in Georgia. And then he leaves. And he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you while I was there. You should go check out this gift shop. I forgot what his name. Conscious Gift Shop. And yeah, they're talking about some nationality stuff. You ever heard of Moors? You ever heard of the Moors? So Islam to brother Runako Brown from, I think he said he's from Decatur. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Well, he's from Georgia. Okay, native of Georgia. So he told me to go see them. I went and saw them, and then they had me participate in some classes, and I found out all about Noble Drew Ali. All right, and that was all they had to do was tell me who he was. And after that, I just kind of took it upon myself to dig deeper. Okay, and I found a lot. I couldn't wait, so I kind of surpassed and went on my own journey. Okay, number 2. What was your Fez moment with respect to accepting your Moorish nationality? That part was so easy. I was born and raised Nation of Islam in Chicago. Okay, my parents knew, if I'm not mistaken, they knew each other in Mississippi. They were part of the Great Migration to Chicago, and they separated and found each other some years later. And they were both. He was in the masjid. He convinced her to come to the masjid, and he was like, you kind of fly. I don't want to be sinning, so let's get married. So they got married, and they were married May 22nd, 1976, May 24th, 1977. Myself and my twin sister made our appearance. So I've been into the nationality part for a long time without actually having a nationality. Okay, I guess we were 4/5, huh? We had our mind, we had our body, we had our soul, we had our own religion. We just been that close. I always say the Muslims, the Nation of Islam, that close. My father had a Fruit of Islam Fez. Okay. When I got his, he passed in 2007, and now that I'm remembering correctly, it was because he passed. He left me some funds, and I was able to move to Georgia. But among his possessions, I found a stamp, seal, copy of the Constitution, or the bylaws and Constitution for the Moorish Science Tempe of America. I don't know how long he had it. So my Fez moment was one of those things where I knew something was missing. It's just like we have all these people in place doing all these stuff. We got school, we got butcher, baker, shoemaker. I'm not joking when I say that, okay? But we're still not getting the respect that I see everybody else getting. What's so different about us? Nationality. Yes, you're Muslim. Yes, you're a great businessman. Yes, you're getting into politics. You're making a lot of noise on the world stage and people are actually listening to you, but you're still black. So my Fez moment was always there. I was just waiting for it to be answered. All right. Now, I guess if I had to have one, it was the moment I found out who Noble Drew Ali was. Okay. Number 3, what does your appellation mean? Well, um, I go by Tahita Sabrine Najee-Ullah. That's been my name since I was 3 years old. Um, my father had a family name. Interesting story. He changed. He and my mother married under his family's name. Okay? And funny story, it wasn't a slave name. Okay, crazy story. His grandfather was a straight a guy from France apparently. Okay, hooked up with a sister in Louisiana. Okay, they married. This is his story, and they escaped to Mississippi because they didn't want to be persecuted for their marriage. I wish I could have asked him more about it before he passed, but the story was just so crazy. I'm just like, oh, it's crazy enough to be true. You got married in Louisiana and you escaped to Mississippi. Okay. But anyway, so his grandfather is where he got that name from. It wasn't where, oh, we got a Toby and we forced his name on him. So he kept his name. He kept that family name. He changed my mother, my sister, and myself's family name to Najee-Ullah. Najee-Ullah means, Najee means friend. When you hear Allah, Allah, U-L-L-A-H, I'm not going to, it's so pretentious as to put the A on there and say A-L-L-A-H. Okay. U-L-L-A-H is is alluding to Allah without being so pretentious as to put Allah in your name. So, like Abdul Allah, Hibat Allah, Monat Allah. Those are all something of Allah. Okay? In this case, it's Najee-Ullah, or which means bosom buddy, tight friend, closer than blood. Okay? Will go to the line, go to the line with you. Okay? That type of buddy. Okay? Good in politics. Look it up. I looked it up and it's like, wow, I didn't know that. So that's Najee-Ullah. My first and middle name, Tahita means Tawheed. That's the first tenet in Islam. Tawheed is the belief in the one God Allah. So Tahida, she who believes in the one God Allah. Sabrine. This is the one I think my parents kind of, I like my first name. I love my last name. I'm not too crazy about my middle name. It's Sabrine. It means she who is long enduring. Enduring I can accept. Long enduring, that sounds painful. And that's why parents got to be real careful what they name their children, because you sticking that energy on them. Every time they say it, it's stuck on them. It's like refreshed. And I'll be the first one to say, yeah, I've been long enduring a whole lot of stuff, but I'm starting to see the fruits of it too, because I am a friend of Allah who believes in no God but Allah, who is a creator, the El. Okay, so that's my name. Okay, that's been on the record since like I said, since I was 3. So that's my appellation. Number 4. What is a verse from the Holy Quran, Circle 7, you would like Moors to read and meditate on? I got something better than that. I'm gonna move on. It's time to move on. Okay. I have, like the prophet said, I've come and removed all the caps from all secret societies, taking away all the excuses. So I'm gonna suggest a verse, actually a whole chapter from a book that Moors, I don't know why, until somebody can explain to me why this is being reserved for adepts. All right, because you could be an adept and not, walking around and not even know it. You know, it's just like one of those things. Do I really need to give you this piece of paper for you to be considered a jurist? Okay, like let's get off too far off point. I came out the first chamber, where if you didn't come out this chamber, you can't come out of this chamber. My mother was a Muslim. Okay, she was a practicing Muslim before I was even conceived. That's the first chamber. She said she never read so much as she did in her life while she was pregnant with me and my sister. Okay, we're twins, so it must have been powerful. That being said, I'm going to cite something from the Red Book. because you got a lot of these children that are walking around that are more adept than these people with the pretty little badges where they paid to become an adept. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna quote some. I'll suggest reading a chapter from the Red Book on. I got it there. I got it right in my hand. Okay. Um, Chapter 2 of the Red Book: Life and Works of Jesus in Joseph's Home at the age of 7 years. I would suggest that every Moorish child needs to read that. Okay, because that sets the standard for what kind of, at least for my children, they've heard this chapter. Okay, and my youngest is about to be 5. Middle is about to be 8. Oldest is 12, just turned 12. And they know what's expected of a 7-year-old based on this book. But I gotta wait until you go through the chambers, and I don't know how old to get this information. You might be past 7 by the time you get it. I'm giving it to you now. So that being said, the Red Book is about to be released through Califa Media as well, because I don't understand why you're gonna teach such a great lesson for a 7-year-old when that 7-year-old is already, now you're dealing with a 21-year-old. So to answer that question, I suggest reading chapter 2 of the Red Book, or the Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East, as it's known. Okay. Number 5, where is Califa? California. Number 6, from your perspective as a Moorish American woman, what can brothers do to encourage sisters to become more active in the Moorish Divine National Movement? Free them up. That's the only thing I suggest. Women are at the point right now where if they're still saying they don't need a man, they are lying. Offer a sister the opportunity to come up in your house and stay rent-free, bill-free. And all she got to do is cook, clean, laundry, and show affection. See how fast she jumped on that. Now, Islam teaches us the more you do that, the more your wealth increases. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get what you need to do. Okay? And I look at what happens with me. When I hit hard times, I go dote on somebody else's child in addition to mine. And my fortunes increase. So I can't help but think, when you dote on some woman, brothers, your fortunes will increase. Perfect example. I couldn't wait. Okay, I'm still single, not a choice. My impatience caused me to jump ship early. I ran off the plantation without a brother to escort me. And I'm looking at what I'm able to accomplish. As a single parent of 3, I'm in very comfortable surroundings right now. And basically I'm helping someone with an issue they have going on. And, I don't like just getting that, even though I could get over with just that. I like to pull my weight. And I'm also demonstrating what a good wife I'm going to be. So I'm doing the cooking, cleaning, childcare, la 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 la. Okay, without any of the affection part, gross. That way it's like, see God, see, this is kind of wife I will be. So my thing is, brothers, you want to help these sisters, free them up. Because once they are taken out of the cares of the world, rent, bills, etc., you won't believe what they would rather be doing. They would rather be talking to council members. They would rather be on the PTA and affecting change in the schools. Or better yet, they would rather be homeschooling. They would rather stay home with your children. Okay, and that's the other thing. Allah rewards those who take on widows and orphans. When I say widows, it's in the Islamic sense, where if you are a woman with children and no male support, you're a widow. Or I'm not no male support. No support from that husband, that man who got you in that situation. You're a widow. You take on widows and orphans and see what happens to you. I've seen it. Okay. So yeah, free these sisters up. That's what you can do. And the thing is, I suggest finding a sister who wants to free up other sisters. Okay. Don't be of the mindset, oh, I'll get this one, then that one, then that one, then that one. No, you ain't, unless she wants to do it. And it's not like they're even that hard to find. I guarantee you, bring it up to her and see the response. Expect nothing. Respect her mind. Be fascinated to expect the unexpected. Be fascinated enough by her mind to expect the unexpected. She might surprise you. Okay. Number 7. Tell us about Califa Media. Okay. Califa Media is the commercial arm of the recently established Moorish Science Temple of America. I'm sorry. Recently established Moorish Science Temple California Incorporated. Okay. It's a DBA. Everything is going through the temple in the fashion that the Mormons are applying our science. Excuse me, wherein you set up a business, and once it's all situated and ready to function, excuse me, you consecrate it to the temple. Okay, and you can do it both ways too. The temple can also help you set up businesses. So Califa Media is kind of both of those. All right, and there's videos that address that. Right now, we're just focusing on publishing. I've come to find out that many Moors have been writing a lot of stuff. They read a lot because Moorish gold is knowledge. And sometimes it spills out onto paper. So you'll run into Moors who have maybe 10, 15 years worth of work stacked up, and it's good. They just don't know how to get it out. That's where I come in, okay? And the way Califa Media works is you have two options. We can help get you set up as your own private publisher, or, you can coast off of our reputation. We'll give me your paperwork, we'll do everything and send you a check. Because, like I said, I have to do a deeper astrology. I might do a reading on myself so y'all can see why I act the way I do. I'm very happy, I'm very at peace because I have a crazy life, but it's the universe demands it. That's why I have peace, even though there's craziness all around me. Okay. The book part, the publishing part is kind of backed up right now, but when we don't have a lot of work to do, we also offer we do flyers. We set up websites and do web maintenance, Google sites, Google maintenance, Google Suite, everything. Basically anything where you're trying to communicate with the Moorish community. All right. When I say Moorish, Moors. Okay. I'm not concerned with your religious practice because that can change. So this is for Moors of the Nation of Islam, Moors of the Moorish Science Temple, Moors of the Nations of Gods of Earth, Moors of the Hebrew Israelite Temple. All of y'all Moors. All right, your practices, whatever. That's your private business. Do you have anything you need to tell our people? That's my Califa Media. And if you want to know more, shoot me your specific question to califamedia@gmail.com. I'm usually pretty good about answering my emails. Terrible with the phone, great at email. So I hope that answers all your questions. And yeah, that was 7 questions. So I'm going to leave it at that. This is Sister Tahita and Najee-Ullah. So peace and love. And I'll see you when I see you.